Closed captioning for Valley Spotlight is provided by Homeplate Media.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Happy Sunday, everybody. And if you're joining us on Easter Sunday, happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter for those that celebrate today.
Right. We are at a special new place with some new friends, right, Michael?
Yeah, you want me to introduce them?
Yeah, we're at the Apollo Event Center in downtown Youngstown. This used to be the Soap Gallery. And just walking in, wow.
Complete transformation, right, you guys?
Yes.
Right.
You ladies, right?
Carly, Lucia, Kylie. Did I get it?
Did we get it?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, good. Now, your dad, they're sisters,
These are sisters, yes.
had the whole vision and put this all together, right?
Yes.
All right, so start with you. How long ago was that, you think?
So our dad purchased the building in 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
And then did you think he was crazy for doing this?
Oh, absolutely. He's like, I'm going to buy this building and I'm going to put my house right on the top of it.
Yeah.
And
So he lives in the building?
yes, he does.
Okay. All right. And then he starts renovating it, right, Kylie?
At first, he wanted to make it his garage. And then our Aunt Kelly, so his sister, was like, hey, we think that an event center would really thrive downtown. And I'm also like, I went to school for hospitality management and I just graduated, and he was kind of inspired with like making this an event center because of that. Like also, so.
You guys are incredibly talented. Not only are, you of course a big advocate for downtown Youngstown, but even like the artwork and the branding and all of this, Lucia, you have spoken so highly of these young ladies.
None of this could have been done without them.
This is absolutely gorgeous. The kinds of things that you want people to know about this space, beyond the gorgeousness, beyond the Steelite, beyond the fact that we're in downtown Youngstown. What are you guys looking to do more of?
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, truly everything. So whenever anybody calls, I'm the one who takes the calls.
Okay.
And I'm getting everything from right now, graduation parties, weddings, things like that. Also birthday parties, corporate events, really anything that somebody wants to celebrate, that is what they're calling for.
So how many people can fit into this room if you were going to do a dining seated dinner?
Up to 150.
Okay, up to 150. And we do have local people that are our restaurant friends that are your preferred caterers, right? So the food is like amazing.
Yeah, so we have Prima Events, we have Station Square, Jeff Crystal, Mark Canzanetta.
Yeah, we know him, I think.
Elm Tree, yeah, a little bit. I know him a little bit.
We know him on this show.
Chris Bonacci and Elm Tree Catering.
So many good ones, Mike.
Are you allowed to bring in a cookie table? That's what people
gosh,
want to know.
yes.
Because that's a deal breaker.
Yes.
Some places say no, though.
Right.
I don't know. That's just how they are.
Did I see a graduation party?
I saw one for a second. I think I was dreaming.
Texting yesterday about it.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, you're doing it.
There you go.
Hey,
there
good
you
news.
go. And a full bar right there, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And there's the courtyard space, which we're inside right now, but the outside space is just as pretty.
It is. So we have received several calls for wedding ceremonies, and then also cocktail parties out there, and then having the reception inside.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
Smart. All right. There's about 30 seconds to go before our first story, but are we getting into booking next year, or there's still some slots for this year?
We have a couple weddings next year. One of them is using the indoor and outdoor space.
Okay. So get to it.
Hear it. Yeah. All right, the information's up on the screen, but we're gonna drum roll for our first story.
Right.
This is a big deal for you guys. Dreams come true, right? If we think big and we just put all the pieces together, they can happen. And that's what I love about this.
Yes, a local lady got to be in a Lady Gaga music video. Think it's not possible?
Like what?
She didn't either. Just a little bit of rehearsal, and by gosh, you could do it too. But this is really cute.
I love it.
I'm right there.
Oh, yeah, there you are. You'll have to excuse Tori Collins for looking at her phone. When you're showing someone the Lady Gaga video that you're in, it's understandable. How did we get here? Just a simple contest on TikTok.
So there was a TikTok contest going on through Lady Gaga herself, and it was basically just learning her chorus choreography for the new music video.
And since Tori is a dance instructor that has dedicated her whole life to the art of dance, she thought, what the heck?
So one kid was sleeping, one was in school, and I was like, well, might as well just try it. So I just kind of did it out of the blue one day, and I kind of went on through my day, didn't really look at my phone again.
And while her day was pretty normal, she had no idea what was going on in the TikTok world.
I was here, and I was in this room, and all of my dancers were like, your phone's kind of blowing up, and I didn't really know why. And they were all kind of crowding around me, and I saw her name, and then I lost it. And I had to go find it again, and then they were like, people were commenting on it from all over the country, and they were like, she reposted you, she commented on it, and I found it, and I was screaming.
Oh my God. Lady Gaga, she reposted my video. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. She said I need to work on my hairography, and she reposted me. Oh my God, I'm gonna die because there's a contest going on right now.
I was like, oh my gosh. I was on the floor. I just couldn't believe it, because it's just, I've loved her for so long, since high school, and this was such a big moment. So it was truly amazing.
Yep, Lady Gaga not only reposted her video, she commented on it. And then weeks later, MasterCard invited Tori to fly to Los Angeles to be in the music video.
So I had no idea until one Sunday morning, and I got an email that said, we would love to have you be a part of this event. And I sobbed for hours with my husband, and I was like, what is happening?
So Tori was off to LA for the filming with other dancers from across the United States, and they got the 5-star treatment the whole way.
It was so diverse, and it was so beautiful to see. There were a couple people on there that two men that I met were on Broadway. They're on Broadway right now, on Gypsy on Broadway. There's 3 beautiful women who are called the Rolettes, and they're famous on TikTok, and they're dancers in wheelchairs. She brought them out. There were a mom and a dad who are ballroom dancers, and they got to do it. There were just mega fans who have been huge fans of her that weren't technically dancers, but they did the video, and she loved it, and she just wanted to send them out. There's a lot of professional dancers doing it, some teachers, but we were all kind of had that same love for her. So it was really cool to see.
It's hard to see her because the video moves so fast, but Tori is near the front, and they even get a close-up cutaway of her at the end while she was crying and emotional. That was for a lot of reasons, including finally getting that big break that all performers dream of.
I just didn't ever think someone like me would ever be able to achieve something like that. And so quickly, it happened so fast, because usually in the dance world, it takes months, weeks, years for people to just, even get behind a celebrity to dance for them. I think they just I think they just saw my passion for dance. I think they saw me for me. I think they saw how much I was just living in the moment. It was just a random, I wasn't really trying to put on this magical show with being on a stage or anything. It was just in my living room. So I was really just living in that moment, and I really think she saw me just dancing from my heart. I would love for it to evolve into something else. I have wanted this my entire dance career. I've trained my whole life as a dancer, as a dance competitor, now a choreographer, going on to almost 15 years of teaching. And I've always wanted to dance professionally, but doing something outside of Youngstown would be, even Ohio would just be something I've always wanted to do, and something I want to show my dancers that you're still capable of doing, doesn't matter what age, what size, who you are. And that's huge for me, and I would love to continue on this journey.
And fingers crossed, right?
Fingers crossed, yeah.
It's a wrap, everybody.
There's just something about this show. It's emotional. It's an emotional
I know. So people have asked a couple of things. Did you get paid?
Yes, I was wondering.
Yeah, no, not for the video, but I think she told me that MasterCard is going to make a commercial out of it, and so they will end up getting paid, and she's hoping this kind of jump starts her career a little bit more, even though she's already very successful.
Oh, yeah. I think that's amazing. I know Sabina's probably at home watching this right now, even though I'm making her watch it, thinking, I want to do that. So. And
I said, well, why do you think they picked you? And she said, your hairography or something. She said, if you can really whip your hair around when you dance. So, Sabina, if you're watching, really whip your hair around.
Fred's just like, oh, God, here we go.
It's a tip from the pros. All right.
Stick around. We'll be right back. Have you ever heard of eggs in Purgatory?
No, and I want to know more about this.
And if you are waking up on Easter Sunday saying that you want to try it, they're down at Casa di Canzonetta. So sit tight. We'll be right back.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780. Welcome back, everybody, to Valley Spotlight on this Sunday in this beautiful space. It's the Apollo Event Center in downtown Youngstown.
It used to be the Soap Gallery, and if you were here for anything, this place, it's totally different.
Cavelli Center is right over there. The amphitheater is on that side.
It's gorgeous.
So, yeah, it's right on the outskirts of the downtown area.
All right, so if you're watching this on Easter Sunday, Eggs in Purgatory, it's on the Easter buffet menu for Casa di Canzonetta.
Really?
If you're watching this Sunday, and make the reservation because this dish, Michael, a little spicy.
I never heard of it before.
So delicious. It's so delicious. ETK, here we go. It's Sunday, Pesto's Test Kitchen.
Is it Sunday? Oh my God. Hey everybody, it's Pesto's Test Kitchen.
Mark Canzonetta, Chef Bobby.
Hello.
Joining us. Bobby, get in here. Give a good wave to your mom and dad.
Hello.
Hello. I'm on TV. You're doing a great job in the kitchen.
Thank you.
You love everything you're doing. Mark, I do want to just take a quick moment, and I want to brag on this young man for just a second. He had a chance to serve someone
Yes, he did.
pretty amazing recently.
Yeah, he did. He served Gianni from The Godfather, otherwise known as Carlo. He was the son-in-law that got whacked out famously in the front seat of the car after Michael had told him to go to Vegas. You're out of the family, blah, blah, blah.
You mean you've seen that movie?
Just kidding. When I can't sleep, I fall asleep to The Godfather. Find that funny, find it not funny. But I fall asleep. The voices calm me down for whatever the reason.
So he's in town, Bobby, and what
Gianni
happens?
Russo.
He comes in and...
He comes in and he asks for fish and red sauce, and I said, I'll make him a dish he cannot refuse.
And he really enjoyed it, right?
He loved it. He said he's gonna come back.
We like to hear that. All right, we're gonna show a couple pictures. That was amazing. I was so excited to see that.
It was a great night for Youngstown. So
let's get to what we are talking about.
We are talking with Holy Week coming up.
Yes.
And I feel like, I'm a man of faith. You know that about me, and I don't try to spread that on to anybody. But for those that might not be as faithful, that have a little spice in their life that doesn't translate, we're going to do Eggs in Purgatory. So Eggs in Purgatory has a long history in Italy. It's based off of peasant food and the reuse of ingredients that were leftovers, basically, like a lot of Italian cuisines and all of our grandmothers out there. So this dish is based off of, it's basically sauce and eggs.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to kick it up a little bit. It's like a sausage amatriciana. So it means from the flames of hell, eggs in purgatory. So we're going to start off, as I do a lot in all of my cooking, with some great extra virgin olive oil. You really want to use a great quality extra virgin olive oil. and use a liberal amount. You really want to coat the bottom of the pan with this one. I'm going to turn the flame back up a little bit for us. And we're going to start off, you know, if you want to use bacon, leftover bacon, or pancetta, or guanciale, whatever you want to use, I'm going to use sausage because I love sausage, and I think it goes really, really well. And that's going to start to heat up. That pan cooled down just a little bit too much, but that's all right.
This is Warren Cam, Bobby.
So we're going to put the sausage down, and you can use raw or you can use it cooked. We already have it cooked here. We're going to add some slivered red onions to this because I love slivered red onions in a lot of my Italian food. A pinch of salt to bring out all the moisture in those onions and help them break down. We're going to add as much or as little garlic as you like, some slivered garlic. I like slivered, so if my guests don't want to ingest it because it goes through their pores after they eat it, they can pull it out. And then I like to add roasted garlic. As the older I get, I love roasted garlic in a lot of my foods. So we're just going to stir this around. And what we want to do is we want to get some color on the sausage, obviously. We want to caramelize it a little bit. And we want those onions to go just a touch translucent. You don't want them to burn, but you want them to get a touch translucent. Now you can do a couple things because this is a spicy dish. You can add red chili flakes that everybody has in their kitchens.
Okay.
You can use my father's Papa Canzonetta's hot peppers and oil.
That's a good
Jeff,
idea.
don't think that I don't think about you all the time because I do. And in this dish right now, I'm going to use some Calabrian chilies because this dish also comes from Calabria, Puglia, Naples, Sicily.
So I'm going to use places. I know he knows them.
So we're going to put the Calabrian chili in there as much or as little as you want, depending on how spicy you want it to be, because Calabrian chilies can be very, very spicy. And the food of southern Italy has a lot more garlic in it, a lot more spice in it, traditionally. So we're just, oh my God, the smells coming off of that are just amazing. We're going to turn that down just a little bit. Now here's the part where we're going to make it happy with some sauce, your favorite sauce, your grandma's sauce, whatever sauce you like out of the jar at your local grocer. We're going to put a liberal amount of sauce in here, and Ron's going to post the recipe online. Wow. And this is going to serve as our base for the eggs in Purgatory. And this is also another Middle Eastern dish, the shashuska eggs, and I know I pronounced that wrong and I apologize, but something like that. It's a dish like that too. So we're going to let these flavors meld together. We're going to come back after this and we're going to do the eggs part.
I totally lost track of time because it's so lovely and it smells so good.
3:23.
Doesn't
Yes,
it?
it smells amazing.
That is really good. Look at him. He's like his own producer right now. His own producer. Mark smells
We'll be
really
right
good.
back.
We'll be right back.
Spring is finally here, and now is the perfect time to stop in to Aunt Julie's Farm Market in Canfield. We've got gorgeous spring flowers, perennials, and tropical plants to make your yard and home more beautiful. Plus, our garden center has seeds, planters, fertilizers, and everything else you need for a super summer harvest. We're open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and follow us on Facebook for all of our specials. Aunt Julie's Farm Market in Canfield, where keeping it local means keeping it fresh.
It's time for Angels for Animals' gigantic garage sale at the Canfield Fairgrounds, Friday, April 11th through Sunday, April 13th. There are so many amazing things to shop for this year, starting with the early bird special on Friday from 9 a.m. till noon. Incredible buys, great food, and raffles, with all proceeds benefiting animals in need. Don't miss it, April 11th through the 13th. For more information, to donate items, or to volunteer, scan this QR code or visit angelsforanimals.org.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelly Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelly and her team can start working for you.
This sauce is simmered together, all those flavors of the slivered garlic, the caramelized sausage. And the sauces I use here is a version of my godfather, my Uncle Pete Cicero from Cicero's Market. Back in the day, all you Warren, Ohio people and my cousins out there and family out there, the Ciceros. The slivered red onions, the Calabrian chilies, our house-made pomodoro. Now we're gonna come to the eggs part of the Purgatory. We're at a simmer. We're gonna go northeast, south, and west, even though I don't know a thing about northeast, south, and west. as anybody that knows me knows all too well.
Either.
So crack your eggs in there. Try to use a good quality egg. I know eggs have been an issue right now, so you kind of scramble for what you can get. If you're lucky enough to know a farmer or a chicken rancher, go to your favorite chicken rancher and get some eggs. So we're just gonna put those eggs there. Now don't forget, eggs don't season themselves, so a touch of salt on each egg. I love to use a great sea salt, whether it's Sicilian sea salt or Trapanese sea salt. Personally right now, the sea salt I use is from Mexico, and I really, really love that sea salt from the Yucatan Peninsula. So now these eggs they're getting happy. You see them bubbling?
Look how happy they are.
They're bubbling away. So what we want to do is we don't want to ruin the yolks. We just want to cook the whites. So we're going to put a little steam to this, and we're just going to let it get happy there for a little bit, because we want to come back and we want to take that beautiful grilled puglisi bread and we want to use it alla scarpetta, as the Italians say, and we want to scoop and eat that out.
Scoop and dip right back.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
Wednesday, May 14th at Powers Auditorium.
Find your next meal on the new Eat Local Ohio app. Beautifully curated food content from all the best local independent restaurants, right at your fingertips. Download the app today. Eat Local Ohio.
Ah, come on. Come on. Before I switched to Brightspeed fiber internet, things like slow speeds and random dead spots really brought out the troll in me. I mean, I spent hours causing trouble. But then I switched to Brightspeed's fast, reliable fiber internet, and the rest is sunshine and unicorns. Looks amazing, Barbara.
Ultra-fast, Brightspeed fiber internet. Switch to the bright side.
Hey, we're back.
Back.
Smells
like
are
that.
amazing. We're gonna do the reveal now, Ronnie.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
here we
get
go.
the
Eggs in
feel.
Purgatory. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that.
Oh my
It's happy.
goodness.
It kind of looks like it's saying to you, I'm gonna be spicy. You may want to take a tag of mint, have a little Pepto on the side, because this could be a little bit spicy for everybody's bellies. But besides that, it looks amazing. So this dish is complete, Eggs in Purgatory from the Flames of Hell. We're going to be offering this on our Easter buffet on Sunday the 20th, the most holiest of days.
People are going to go crazy for this.
They are.
And
they
we are airing on a Sunday as well.
That's
Easter
fantastic.
Sunday.
So we still should have some dippy eggs. Let me check and see, because I think so. And there we are. We got some dip.
Oh my gosh, Mark,
Beautiful.
it's perfect.
So now what we're going to do is the Italians say is the only thing I knew to grow up with, alla scarpetta. You take a piece of bread, you scoop a bite, and you go. But Ronnie wants a picture first. Don't forget.
I know. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget, Lauren. I'm not supposed to forget.
So this is going to be a dish that we may put on our brunch menu, depending on how many comments from your Facebook followers. But it's a great dish that's different than any eggs you've ever tasted in your life.
Absolutely stunning. We have lots of beautiful pictures, Ronald. I promise you. Okay. I promise you. Look
All
at
right,
all
everybody,
of that.
grab a bite.
Look it. Oh my gosh, they're perfect, Mark.
Well, thank you. And that isn't even through the magic of television. That's just, they're great. Oh, and I forgot, you gotta have some basil.
Hey guys, come and eat some of this, please. Come on over. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
What do you think, Bobby?
Amazing.
I think
Everybody out there in TV land, you want this on your Sunday Easter breakfast buffet, because that's really, really something you've never had. Totally
So
unique, totally
special.
amazing.
You can make reservations at CostaDeCanzonetta.com.
We'll see you downtown.
How about little Bobby, Chef Bobby?
Yeah.
We have a wonderful group of chefs down there. So
Right.
please know that we're going to do our best to get more of them involved over the next few months. But he got to serve the guy from The Godfather. What's his name, Ron? I don't remember his name. Sonny from The Godfather.
Sonny from The Godfather? James Caan? Not Sonny,
No.
somebody else.
Choked in the car with the piano wire.
He got choked in the car,
He did?
I guess.
Well, that sounds like a terrible way to go. Anything where I can dip bread in it?
I know.
good
It's
for me.
really, really delicious. And Mark's always coming up with something completely different. You see a buffet menu and you're like, ham.
Right, I know.
beans.
There's those potatoes.
Mark's like, hold on a minute, drop the mic and let me just make it amazing. So anyway, make your reservations or go on down there and celebrate Easter.
Okay.
All right, I want to take a break?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. You know him, but you don't know this. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Here's is the low-cost living anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barina's, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barina's Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound. Editor's note.
Carlo is the person.
Adrian from Rocky's husband.
That was the one who Chef Bobby got to hang out with. All right, we are headed to
50-some years ago.
I know, headed to a place called Youngstown Tile Terrazzo.
Okay.
All right. Josh Kohal is the president out there, and thanks to our friends at Jugenheimer Industrial Services, we are able to share a story that yes, their work is great, but this one is going to get you, Michael.
Okay.
Okay. The story behind the Youngstown Tile and Terrazzo legacy goes deeper than beautiful and dependable flooring and countertops. Really, the tile, the terrazzo, the precision, that's just scratching the surface.
I've been working at Youngstown Tile since I was a sophomore in high school. Started back in the summer of '93.
In the summer of '93, Youngstown Tile was owned by Paul and Juanita Sherba. Their son Noah was Josh Kohal's best buddy. The teenagers were practically inseparable.
It all started back when one of my best friends, whose parents owned the business originally, came to me and asked me if I wanted a job in the summer. And he said, I asked my dad, or my dad asked me, that is there anybody that I could trust to actually show up and put in a solid 8 hours of work? And he said, I thought of you. Are you interested? And I don't know if that was a ploy and I was just a sucker or what, but the rest is history. We were working every summer through high school, and sometimes during breaks and that, we would be running material or doing demo or, stocking Dillards when they were in their big heyday.
And then one night, everything changed. Josh got a phone call in the middle of the night after he chose to stay home on an evening he would usually be out and about with Noah to celebrate another friend's birthday.
And I'm the guy that always goes out. I was like, I just don't feel like going out tonight. I'm just gonna stay home. You guys have fun. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. And I woke up to another friend of ours, Steve Sin, who was working for APD Dispatch. He actually worked for Lane. His dad's Walter Sin, who ran Lane's over there. Yeah, he called me, and I remember just screaming at him on the phone, like, don't you ever call me again. Why would you call me and say something like that? And Noah lived almost in my backyard, like a street between us, So I remember running into my parents' bedroom and saying, I got to go. I just received a phone call. Somebody said Noah died last night, so I got to go over. I got to go see him, like, the mom's like, all right, okay. And I went over, and there was just way too many cars, already over there for it to be, not true, and.
The deadly car accident happened on Leffingwell Road in February of 1997. Noah was gone, and Josh was a mess.
I was at YSU. I was supposed to go to YSU my freshman year, prove to my parents I could get good grades. They were already down at Ohio State. I was going to go down to Ohio State to college, and that messed me up. I really lost focus on school and struggled to go to class. And For a year, my grades were absolutely horrendous, and I'll never forget my academic advisor, Gabe Birnbaum from the School of Business there at YSU, called me to her office and she said, Josh, if you don't go to class and at least get straight D's, they're going to kick you out, and I don't think you'll ever be allowed back into college ever.
That was the wake-up call he needed. Josh may have been on the 5-year plan, but he graduated with a business degree in marketing.
It was always a joke when we started, that Noah was going to own the company and I was going to be his number 2 guy, and
Noah's number 2 guy went on to help the Sherba family grow their business. Today, Josh Kohal is now the owner and the president of the company, and the work they do continues to be respected across the region. Their work is literally everywhere if you look close enough.
One of the big things is the Akron-Canton Airport we did. The Tree of Life was an art mural that we did in the floor in Terrazzo while the airport was open. St. Pat's Church, the restoration after the fire, we worked long and hard diligently on that one with BSHM Architects. Recrafting what was there and recladding all that marble that we imported from Spain.
Josh and his team are dedicated to the details on every job. It's why they opened a showroom for the public and local contractors to take advantage of their knowledge, expertise, and the best products in all price ranges.
We're here as a resource. I think we had a little bit of a stumbling in the beginning where people were afraid, the installers and the contractors were afraid because we're such a large tile company that we would come in and try to take their work. And that's not what our intention was at all. Our intention was to be here to help. To educate and help and spread the knowledge of the industry and the trade that we're in.
Those are the details that matter to Josh, but the fact that he has played a role in building a tree of life and restoring a place that had its faith tested, well, those details are not lost on us.
Lord works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
God does work in absolutely strange ways, and I never knew that.
No.
I just never knew it.
It probably happens more than we think. But
I think so too.
Kudos to the people that step up.
And they also do a wonderful job. So go out there and visit their showroom. They're so knowledgeable and kind. So no question is too silly, let me tell you. Hey!
You're going to the condo.
I'm going to the condo. Me and Kel, someday we're going to enjoy the condo, just the 2 of us.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know you guys were
hang out.
moving in.
We're going to move in together. No, we're not. I'm just kidding, but here we go. Well, it is April.
It is.
Kelly is home from gallivanting all over the continental United States. Kel, where were you last? A little Myrtle Beach trip?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach.
Okay, that is the reason why we are going with this topic today, because I think that this space lends itself to exactly what you were just talking about as we were walking in this lovely condo in Austintown.
Yes.
Snowbird life. Are you thinking about it? I'm thinking about it. I know she's thinking about it. And if you are, maybe a space like this would make sense.
Yes, I think if you sell your big home, your family home, the home that you've lived in for years and raised the kids in, downsize a little bit, then you can still keep a home base locally here where, family and friends and jobs and things like that are. But you can free up some energy and some time and some money and go south for the winter.
Not that we're not saying that this is a lovely area to be in when it's still April and we're wearing sweaters and layers and all that stuff, but maybe the mindset, I think, of that, and just that there are properties out there that will lend themselves to that exact chapter in your life if that's where you're at.
Right. Yeah. If your property here is low maintenance, if you can just, turn off the water main and turn off the utilities or turn off the lights and leave for a couple months, and of course we're blessed here where we have family and friends and community here where maybe you have somebody come in and check on it or whatever, but you can get out of here for the winter.
You can cook your wonderful family meals in this open concept kitchen when it's that November, December, and then, head out on December 31st and celebrate the new year somewhere else.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. And then you still get the benefit of being here for our gorgeous summers and our spring and our fall, and, be here for family events, have somewhere to come and land, but also have the freedom that you're not tied to
big maintenance and big expenses and big gas bills and everything else.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the stuff that we have to deal with on our property. And I'm like, it's so great. And now I feel like an old lady, like almost a few years later.
Phase of life that you're in. And, as life changes, then we transition into the next phase.
And don't be afraid to make that decision, right? I know it's a scary one for people, but the more you talk about it, maybe it's not this year, maybe it's next year, maybe it's not this place, but you guys are always there.
Yes, we'd love to have that conversation with you. So if it's something that you're thinking about and you don't know if it's right for you or how to do it or what you're looking for, you're ready to downsize, we'd love to talk.
And I do want to make a side note. The home that we mentioned the last time that you joined us on the show, I had said it's going to go like that. And it did.
It did.
But we want to remind people the thoughtfulness and the cleanliness and, just that first impression, I think went a long way with that one, right?
Yes, always. If your house is neat and clean and ready to go, showing well, it's going to sell in days.
Clean it, paint it, shine it up for this spring season.
All it takes.
And honestly, if you don't want to do that, just put Kelly at the door and then people won't even notice. All right, kellysolit.com. The phone number is, darling,
330-717-2689.
Well, we're certainly glad you're back.
Thank
you look
you.
nice and tan. I look like Casper, the friendly lady ghost. Thanks, Kel. More Valley Spotlight after this.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
Don't miss Angels for Animals gigantic garage sale, April 11th through the 13th at the fairgrounds.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. We are at the Apollo Event Center in downtown Youngstown. If you drive by, you can see the sign right out front.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
maybe you'll get to do an event here sometime.
Oh, Steelite glasses, of course. Beautiful stuff. Hey,
All right,
we like golf.
Yes, we do.
true.
Sorry, we do.
know.
And we were I was at Avalon Lakes, and the Youngstown Spring Invitational was going on. All these schools were coming in: Cleveland State, Bucknell, Mercyhurst, Youngstown State. Youngstown State goes on to win, and two of their best players are sisters.
Just like we had sisters on the show here. So this is sometimes we try to plan things to make sense for
That's
the
how
show.
we do it. So sometimes it's not a great idea to follow in someone's footsteps, but in this case, it worked out just fine.
We do get along well. As long as we're not sharing a bathroom or something, we're good to go.
On the one hand, Bella and Lizzie Saur are typical sisters, but what makes them a little different, they're both starters on the YSU golf team, and the Penguins are the best in the conference.
It's been amazing and a dream come true. Going into college, I had no idea what to expect. I just knew I wanted to play at the next level, and Youngstown has challenged me in a lot of ways and made me a better player in person.
But when Lizzie got here, she probably didn't know her sister would choose to play at YSU as well.
I was kind of going through do I want to play with my sister? And I made a great choice there, but I was also looking at another school, Ohio Dominican. So I was battling, do I want to be close to home or do I kind of want to go further away and be on my own? And I definitely made the right decision. I came here and she knew she wanted to play college golf, but wasn't quite sure that Youngstown was going to be the place for her. During the recruiting process, she was lucky enough to get a text from coach saying he was going to start recruiting her. She looked a couple different places and I never pushed it, but it was obviously a dream of mine to play on a team with her again because we did in high school. And then she told me about, I think, her junior year that she was going to come here, and I was so excited.
It was a great thing. We had another school in mind, and we were both just kind of staying to the side, let them make the decision, or let her make the decision.
Yeah.
But when she did, it was emotional. We got really excited, and still to this day, we're super happy and excited that they're together for the year.
And what a year it's been. 5 team wins out of their 9 tournaments, and 2 sisters playing well while they're supporting each other.
It's exciting, nerve-wracking, proud, extremely proud, but when they're doing well, it's the greatest day, and when they struggle, you feel bad for them, but you go home, you're super excited that they're playing the sport that they love.
It's been great. I love the team environment. Everybody's very supportive, and it's been nice to be able to uplift each other, and I enjoy being out on the course, saying hi to my teammates.
Yeah, it was a relief to have them together for the support, and it's been great.
They've found their groove on the course and found that having each other around only makes things better.
Absolutely. I don't know if I would be where I am without my sister there. It's just been nice to have somebody to look up to and help you along the way.
It's been amazing. I mean, I'm the big sister, but a lot of times she plays the big sister role, and she's just supported me in every way possible this year. So I wouldn't have been able to have the year I have had without her.
It's been great. I mean, both girls, they found their people here. It's just been amazing experience, both on the athletic, from school, friends, just everything. The school's been great for them.
Who's the better golfer?
Well, I think that right now she is, but I think that she has some competition coming her way for sure.
I think as far as like where I was freshman year with where she is now, yes, but right now I've got her by a few strokes.
With the most important part of the season coming up, the Saurs feel like they're right where they need to be. The rest of the way looks pretty bright.
And for the team, I think that we have a great outlook. I think that we can take that conference champion, and I think that we're going to do great with the last 2 tournaments coming in.
I think we have really good chances. Ohio State's going to be tough, and it's going to take some really good play, but our conference is looking bright for us. I know right now we're ranked #1, so I'm just excited to put our games to the test there and see if we can advance to regionals.
All right, so they have the Youngstown State tournament coming up, and then the Big Horizon League tournament. Maybe they'll move on to the regions.
Good luck, ladies.
Yeah.
It's a sister show
This is
today.
like Sister Sled. We are family. I feel like should be playing in the background.
I know. What's bright about Warren, Mike? There's so much that's bright about Warren thanks to our partnership with Brightspeed. But we thought we would take a minute and go see Char from CharBenay's.
Okay.
Find out a little bit more about why that wine and why that winery is called what it is. And then, again, you're not like when you see people and you see a business and then you find out the why and the heart. Well, this one is for Char's sister. CharBenay's Wine on the River is one of those places that the minute you arrive, you feel special. And it has nothing to do with the lovely building, the picturesque patio, the fabulous food, or even the spectacular wine. It has to do with Charlene Butcher.
I've always wanted to have a winery. So we took this building and we made it not a country winery, we made it Tuscan. So it's kind of a destination. We're right along the river. We have lots of different rooms and personalities here. So from young to old, we just try to have a good time.
The 75-year-old might just be even sweeter than her sweet, crisp Moscato.
We're a full restaurant, so we have everything from burgers to flatbreads to delicious entrees. We have prime rib on Saturday night as a special. So, did I answer that question?
Absolutely. But the wine, that's why this place exists.
My name is Char, as you know. My significant other, his name is Ben. So this is years ago when my husband passed away. It's been 34 years. I met Ben probably 22 years ago. He's the one that showed me how to make wine. So we made wine in his house for a while and his homemade beer and stuff. And so, you know, we both worked daytime jobs, but my dream was to own my own winery.
Char had even gone so far as to buy property in Champion, Ohio, and even had it zoned, then planted her initial grapevines to have the winery and the restaurant there. But then a downtown Warren developer offered to build her dream into a reality just 1 block away from Courthouse Square.
Hence how the name got, I made the name for my winery that I was going to do this homemade winery at my personal property. So I already had Char-Ben. I just made it sound like wine, so it's CharBenay's. So now you all won't forget my name.
We won't forget her name, and we won't forget her wine either. The easy-to-drink blends have won wine awards, and now CharBenay's is offering a bourbon bar with an array of specialty cocktails. And there is one wine on the list that also bears another important name.
Just a little while before I opened the winery, my twin sister passed. Her name was Darlene and Charlene, and she was always pushing me to open my winery. What are you waiting for? I wish I would have done it 20 years ago, but it wouldn't have been CharBenay. So this is, I guess there's a time for everything. And I even named, my twin sister is still with us. I named a wine after her. It's Dar's Rosé. That was her favorite wine. So her favorite show was The Golden Girls. And you know that saying, thank you for being my friend? It's on the front of the bottle.
I had no idea.
Again.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is also the time of year when Char had to say goodbye to her supportive brothers. And with the season comes memories of the past and new hopes for the future.
The Mahoning River runs all along our property. And it's beautiful when you're sitting outside. They've really done a good job cleaning up the Mahoning River. And when this peninsula gets going, and I hope I live to see it, but it's just going to be gorgeous. And they're going to make a walk bridge across to the Amp. So this is going to be the place to be. So I love my restaurant. I hope I live to be 100, so I'm still here.
And if you're also looking forward to the future and future celebrations, keep in mind that CharBenay's has 3 separate banquet and dining areas, one even with a dedicated patio for your guests. And just know that your event will always be part of a bigger celebration, one Char wishes that she could share with the family who encouraged her to follow her dreams.
All I'm saying about my family, they always encouraged me. And now they're all gone. They can't see it.
But everybody else can.
Yeah.
Scan the on-screen QR code to see if Brightspeed is available in your area.
They're some of the nicest people.
They are the nicest, and a little bit of
beautiful there too.
A bit of emotion, but please go and visit Char. Her wine is wonderful. Her personality beyond the space, the patio. This is the time. So
cheese board, sit outside, enjoy it.
Great burgers, great sandwiches, flatbreads. I could go on and on.
Right.
Anyway,
but we can't.
We can't. We don't have any time.
Break time. Be back with more after this.
RC Compounding specializes in custom medications to meet your individual needs. Our staff can compound medications in unique dosage forms for everyone in your family, even your pets.
For us, we have standards, we have testing, we have personnel training. Everything, every single product that we dispense, we can assure that it meets all standards and above and beyond.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Welcome back to the Apollo Event Center and Valley Spotlight.
Showtime at the Apollo. We should have called this show.
That would be a good idea. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, well,
okay, so
hindsight.
I was invited kindly. The reason I was so blown away, and maybe we're one of the first people to show off this beautiful space, is because I was invited here by Bobby Mancino. She was the interior designer. She's a good friend of ours. And when I walked in, a familiar face on our show greeted me, and I was so happy to see her. Krispies by Vel.
Yeah.
And she not only does the great Krispies, the Rice Krispie treats, but she's also become such a great part of this environment in this downtown Youngstown community. Right. So I thought to myself, gosh, if Vel is here, then we need to be here.
Right, and here we are.
I know.
And we thought we'd take a look back.
Yes.
Okay.
So today we're making the hot chocolate Rice Krispie treat, and that one involves obviously some chocolate. You'll see that in a special blend. It goes into my butter, and then I melt the marshmallows in stages, and then once it gets nice and gooey and sticky, then I pour it over the pre-measured, because I like to measure ahead of time, We pour it over the pre-measured Rice Krispie treat mix and the buttered bowl and get it going.
That's how Vel Wall gets most of her recipes going these days. And for Vel, it's all about offering unexpected flavors that capture the best of a Rice Krispie treat with a bit of a twist. And that twist means a treat that is simply different from the rest.
What makes my treats different is that I really am big on focusing on flavor. That is my main goal, is to make sure it tastes like whatever I say it's gonna taste like. Whatever the name is, it's gonna taste like that. So even with like my Nutter Butter one, like that one has a special blend. So it's not just like chunks of Nutter Butter in a cookie or in a Rice Krispie treat. And even like my pumpkin cheesecake one, if you look at it, I don't know if you can tell, if you can see that, but there are actually 2 different layers in this one, and that base layer is actually a graham cracker base layer on the treat. And then this is the part that tastes like pumpkin cheesecake. So I really try to really get that flavor in. So you're not gonna taste it and be like, oh, I don't know what this is. Or it's not gonna just look cute. Or if I say like it's Oreo, it's like this one's brown, like almost black. Like this one it doesn't just have like Oreos on it. Like you get the full flavor.
And the flavors are always changing. Month to month, season to season, Vel comes up with new recipes that, of course, have to go through rigorous taste testing thanks to her sweet and supportive parents.
They let me pretty much take over this whole room in their house, and now it's my treat room until I expand and I'm somewhere else. But yeah, I would say it's that much. And then honestly, whenever I'm like super stressed, my mom helps me out a ton. She helps me package a lot of the time, especially if I have a ton. But my dad wasn't always like, oh, let me help you out. He's like, oh, I'll taste them. Until recently, there was one week I was just super stressed. And I used to have these stickers. You'd have to peel them off individually. And my dad actually started peeling them for me. He's like, how can I help? Okay, I'll do the stickers. And then anytime he would see that I had a big order or like a big market coming up, he would just peel the stickers off for me.
And who knows, if it weren't for those supportive and loving parents who packed a lunch with an extra punch, maybe we would never have been able to taste a single Krispie by Vel.
I definitely was always creative. I was creative. I used to draw, I used to paint, I used to do things like that, but I also was always business minded. I honestly got in trouble at school before because I used to have like these lunches. My mom would make like these huge lunches for me, and they would have so many things. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not gonna eat all this stuff. Like I would have like 2 different packs of like fruit fruit snacks, and like I'd get like ravioli and a sandwich. I'm like, okay, Mom, like this is too much. Like, I'm never gonna eat all this. So I would sell my lunch, and I would like pick all the things that I wanted, and I would sell bits of it. So I feel like including like my artistic side, which I loved painting and drawing. I used to do that all the time, and that so I feel like these are like a nice collaboration of the 2.
So this holiday season, it should come as no surprise that Krispies by Vel will continue to crackle and pop up in places around the Mahoning Valley.
I'll be at It's Major for Black Friday, which I'm super excited about. You'll get to try my like most recent flavors, and the pumpkin cheesecake I'm still gonna have for that one, but that one's over after November, so you'll get to try a mix of both. And I'm also gonna be at the Flea on Phelps, or Christmas on Phelps is what it's called, and that one is gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna have some really cool like holiday stuff. Hot chocolate is one of the flavors that you guys got to try today. It's really, really good.
If you'd like to order your own round of treats, Vel is more than happy to catch up via her social media pages. Just look her up on Facebook or Instagram, and maybe keep an eye out for her iconic logo and big flavors in some of your big retail locations in the future.
I would love to, start manufacturing by the end of next year, and I really, really, really want to be in front of like Target or Meijer execs, something like that, because I really want everyone to be able to taste my treats. Like they're so good, and I'm not just saying that because it's me. And obviously, I would be a little biased, but I am like a foodie at heart, so I'm not putting anything out unless it's like so good.
Krispies by Vel and Lucia, you invited her that day to be at the opening. I came and I stole like 3 or 4 of the limoncello versions, and you didn't even get to have one.
You know what? I didn't even eat that night.
There are so many people here.
Brought me out on the dance floor, and I never left the dance floor.
That's a good thing, though. You guys have lots to celebrate, and your dad must be so incredibly proud of you. I don't think I've ever actually been able to meet him yet. No, all the events and all the things in Youngstown.
He's lounging around.
Happy Sunday. Here I am.
All right, things to keep an eye out for in this space. Bridal show is coming up in May, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any idea? Can you kind of take us through kind of what you're envisioning, or is it still in the planning stage?
We're still planning, but we have everything drawn up. We're planning for 23 vendors, and we're trying to do a few of each category.
Yeah.
So we're reaching out to the vendors now. So any of the information is going to end up on our website for booking that.
Which is a beautiful website, by the way. Very, very nice.
ApolloEventCenter.com.
This is all so great and so thoughtful.
And you're on all the platforms and things like that, right? What else do you have envisioned? You want to do some other stuff?
We do. Right now we're planning a Mother's Day brunch.
Okay.
So very early stages.
Well, that's in May too.
Yes,
it's coming up.
It is. So that'll also be on our website. But we're also looking at hosting our own events. So, we have a preferred DJ Puff, and he had brought up.
Somebody would be like, all right, with.
He brought up an idea to do like a Greek night. We can get all kinds of lounge furniture indoor and out, outside, and then have a Greek night here, and then. Also things like a jazz night. Tim really likes jazz, so we want to do something like that. Have live music in here.
I think this is going to be a wonderful story to follow, and I think it's an important piece of what Youngstown it was missing, honestly. So lots to look forward to, Michael.
I know, it's a cool area, a really cool place to do it. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
All right, at the end of the show, we do these retro commercials. And we had the eggs on earlier, so Ron and I thought it'd be fun. They used to, I don't know if they still make
Ron
these.
and I thought.
Yeah, because nobody else really cares. We didn't even want to buy corn anymore because she doesn't care. The legs eggs that you could buy pantyhose in. And my mom was a teacher, so we used to decorate them for her class also. And people could go look for she'd have a little egg hunt at school and stuff like that. So I think it's just the one with Joyce DeWitt. That's another person you don't know who that is, but we do. If you watch Three's Company, you would know who it is. So.
Oh, I do know. She's the dark-haired one.
That's right.
Got it.
Good job.
Got it. With the pixie cut, she's super cute. Yeah.
Tell the folks how you can watch the show.
Lots of different ways. ValleySpotlight.com. Catch us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Keep your story ideas coming. If you would like us to visit your business or if there's somebody that you think that we should be profiling and featuring, don't hesitate. We are there for you. Right, guys?
Yes.
We're there. That's what we're here for.
Just takes a phone call.
Yep. And thank you to Steelite and, of course, all of our wonderful sponsors who make this possible. We couldn't do it without them, right?
Right.
Can't do it.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Wave goodbye.
And if it's Easter, happy Easter.
My daughter was playing dress up when she looked at me and said,
"See, Mommy, I got wrinkly pantyhose too, just like yours."
I could have died, but the little darling was right. Now I wear legs. Legs have memory yarn. It stretches out and stretches back to fit beautifully.
She's got legs. Our legs fit your legs. They hug you, they hold you, they never let you go.
Me, Joyce DeWitt, wear panty and pantyhose in one. Not who left their undie legs, the one with the stay-put panty, undie legs. For the gal who never stays put. They all get rid of other panty lines, but this one won't slip or slide around. Undie legs for the gal who never stays put. Undie legs, panty and pantyhose in one.
Nothing beats the great pair of legs.
This is WUAB, Channel 43, Moraine, Cleveland.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.